With the initial draft of the marijuana bill complete, many are wondering what will be the Minnis administration's next step. Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis revealing on Friday that his government is now working to fine-tune the components of the bill to guard against abuse. Minnis gave an update on the marijuana bill on Friday morning, days after Bahamas Christian Council President Bishop Delton Fernander called for more safety measures to be put in place.
We're looking specifically at medicinal marijuana, and we'd have, just like we did with the National Drug Plan, that we had specific committees that monitor disease processes so that new diseases can be added to the list of requirement for marijuana.
The government's proposed medicinal cannabis bill 2021 would establish an authority to lay out the framework of a medical marijuana industry in the Bahamas that would enable the licensed cultivation, importation, exportation, processing, transportation, and research of medical cannabis. The legislation would also allow for medical doctors to use prescriptions for marijuana for patients aged 21 and older that could be filled at local pharmacies. Those under the age of 21 would be permitted to use prescribed medicinal cannabis if granted consent by a parent or legal guardian. The Prime Minister said safeguards will be put in place.
You would have a specific committee to ensure that even the physicians who are involved in prescribing that as a medication go through special training and understanding so that there would be no abuse or mishandling.
According to an updated copy of the bill, the Minister of Health would, on nomination by the Medical Council and Pharmacy Council, appoint a committee to review and recommend the medical conditions for which medicinal cannabis can be prescribed and dispensed. The committee would also review and approve training programs on the management of cannabis as a medicine to be undertaken by medical practitioners, pharmacists, and holders of retail dispensing licenses.
It would be handled almost similar to narcotics. As you know, as a physician, we can only prescribe a certain amount of, let's say, morphine, cocaine, etc. And that is to monitor the situation so that we don't end up in a situation where individuals or physicians themselves abuse it.
As for when the marijuana bill will be tabled in Parliament, the PM said that is still to be determined.
I couldn't answer that at this particular point in time, because at this point in time, obviously, we've gone through a process already in the House of Assembly, and we would be doing the budgetary items at this point in time.
Reporting for Guardian News Network, I'm Jasmine Brown.